My wife's been some ornery lately. It all started back when I got arrested for deer jacking. He'd had me dead to rights, shooting across the road, rested it on the hood, at night, using a light, out of season. I'd been running the roads one evening when my headlights flashed onto a big burly one, standing out in the field out there. 'Twa'n't like we needed any extra meat or anything. I just thought if I could set up for a shot without it scaring off, I just might try and bag the healthy stag. So I pulled my truck aside the road, grabbed my rifle, got out, flashed it. That deer did not move. So I loaded, cocked, and I drew crosshairs onto that trophy. Deer still did not move. So I queried. And I thought if that buck had not opted to scurry off yet, probably having a miserable life up to now and wanted to die anyway. So I redrew hairs, squeezed the trigger, and submerged one deep and into the gullet of that big belly buck. You know, that deer still did not move. Stood just as quick as a fruzz jack-o'-lantern. Well, I was puzzled. Never before had I known of an animal of any kind to take a 30-30 bullet in a sweet spot and not go down immediately, but I had seen stranger things in my day, and I was not about to be split wet and stacked away heavy by that mangy four-legged split. Oh. The breeze wafted an odor my way. Was it deer blood? The sweat that had begun to emanate from my pores dried up. My heartbeat to put on the binders slowed to 41.5 beats per minute. My skin become cold and clammy, like that of a killer's. I was the head of a SWAT team. I was G.I. Joe, T.J. Hooker Walker, Texas Ranger. My body become light and pliable like the gay Teletubby. I cinched my belt, spit up my hands, turned my head around backwards, grabbed hold of my Randall knife, and with that was ready to do the one thing I knew I would have to do to bag that elusive animal. I knew I would have to go hand to hand. Silent as a fiddlehead fern in bloom I was, but with the strength of a spruce bell. Sprung from beneath the spring snow, I clumb past the thistle, over the woolly-wag, down and into the murky marsh, and up over an outcropping, a flint rock. To 3 feet behind that white-tailed ghost I stopped, coiled like a kitten on uppers. I was ready to pounce, and I did. Prone under the back of that contrary deer, grabbed his horns with my left hand with my right, took my knife and slit that buck's throat from west to south and back and up and into east. You know, that gall-darn deer still did not move. But he bled. Sawdust. All of a sudden I heard someone commence to bellowing at me. Yeah, I'm Game Warden Marshal Bucher, and you just murdered yourself a decoy deer. You're under arrest for deer jacking. Now I know why that deer did not move. Well, I did not know what to do next. So I thought I'd do what I do and I don't know what to do, and that is to do what comes natural. So, reloaded my rifle, pointed it in the direction where the bellowing was coming from, and I drew bead right to the center of old Marshall's temple. And you know I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't some tempted to send a report headed right to the side of his noggin, and I knowed I'd have been going up the river the hero of the town if I'd have dispatched the old bastard. But I thought I'd rather pay the jacking fine and have my truck confiscated than spend the rest of my days incarcerated up to St. Johnsbury for killing a man. So I let him go free. Human Nature is proudly sponsored by the H-Team. And no, we don't encourage deer jacking. But if you're into carjacking, Heritage Ford Toyota Scion's a place to do your hunting. See the More Love film by clicking on humannaturefilm.com.